Good evening and welcome in once again to Gimnasio Universitario in Xalapa, Veracruz, Mexico for our second game of the night. This one is game 3 between Nacional of Uruguay and Halcones de Xalapa of Mexico. Alongside Andrew Hunt, I'm Craig Beta, and we're so glad you can be with us tonight. Wherever you're watching from around the Americas or around the world, welcome in to our viewers in the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel. Well, Andrew, I don't know about you, but it took a while for my heart rate to come down last night after that bonkers double overtime win by Halcones on the long three-pointer by Paul Stoll with 3.9 to play in the second overtime. After 90 minutes of basketball, these teams are dead even on points, with Nacional winning by 1 on Tuesday and Halcones winning by 1 last night. And after the 95-94 win by Real Estelí just a few minutes ago, I can't wait to see what this game holds.
Yeah, no matter what happens tonight, a great series by both teams. Crazy excitement. Both teams have to have a lot of respect for their opponent. I'm making no predictions of who will win. I'm only going to say I think tonight's game will be decided by more than 1 point. That's all I'm going with tonight, Greg.
Okay, more than 1 point. Okay. Well, that's actually a bold prediction.
Still kind of risky, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. One of the things to watch out for is fatigue. Both these teams had 3 players playing over 30 minutes last night, and in particular, 30-year-old Eric Anderson played 42 minutes for Nacional. How big a factor is fatigue going to be? We saw a lot of jump shots coming up short in the fourth quarter and overtime last night. Will that carry over, or will adrenaline push these guys through another tough game?
You know, normally I'd be concerned about fatigue, but let me tell you a couple things that might make it less relevant. One, this is the last game. You don't play the semis later this week or something like that. So there's light at the end of the tunnel. You just push through. And 2, I've mentioned this in a few games. The game kind of slows down in that fourth quarter. We start to see more fouls and stoppage of play. You know, who knows if that is because of fatigue, that people are kind of fouling more, if it's strategic to just try to slow the game down and prevent points. But we start to see those fouls and stoppage of play, so you can kind of play in 1 to 2 minute bursts, and then you get 1 to 2 minutes of rest on the free throw line. And while they're, you know, sometimes we have some reviews because it's down to the wire there. So we already saw one series where fatigue did not appear to affect the outcome, Craig, and another series that tomorrow we'll see if it does or not.
Tanner Fernandez, Jordan Glenn, and Paul Stoll were the heroes last night for Halcones. Fernandez put up 28 points in 38 minutes, while Glenn hit the three-pointer in the first overtime that sent it into the second. And, of course, Paul Stoll hit the game winner in the second OT after playing 36 minutes. Who do you look for tonight on Halcones to be the heroes if they are to pull it out?
Well, we didn't see Bejarano last night. It states it was coach's decision, did not play. If he suits up tonight, obviously they'll look to get him involved. Stoll went from being a respectable backup in game one to being Iceman last night for the game winner. And Jordan Glenn only had 9 points, but I thought almost all of those were in crunch time. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I've been saying that Gabriel Garon is capable of going off, but even last night, 50% for 9 points. You like that kind of efficiency, even if he's not, putting in more buckets than that. 9 points on 50%, pretty good.
And again, for Nacional, Eric Anderson, who we just saw, had another double-double, notching 16 points and 12 boards in 42 minutes. Franco Giorgetti bagged 16, while Jordan Matthews, in just his second game with Nacional, led the team with 21. Who do you look for on Nacional to carry them to a potential victory?
Well, Matthews is like Stoll. Didn't see a ton of production in game one, but obviously he's a big reason his team was in the game last night. And I know you'll appreciate this reference. We may have had a little controversy because his fifth foul seemed to be an error. That was the one that sat him down. The other guy, Giorgetti, is another player, played shorter minutes due to fouls, still added 17 points, but where his absence, I think, was felt was his versatility and athleticism on defense. I think he can be a big difference in the game in that aspect. Also, obviously, in points, but that's what we were missing last night was less time on the floor was less time that he could be an adversary on defense. Right.
And I appreciate the reference to a 40-year-old Prince song just a moment ago. This, the penultimate game of the quarterfinals. We will have one more game tomorrow night. Quimsa and Real Estelí. Game 3, 10:10 p.m. local time, 9:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight. As we look at the starters for this game, for Nacional, Jordan Matthews, Alejandro Acosta, Eric Anderson, Patricio Prieto, and Franco Giorgetti, same starting five for Alvaro Ponce. For Halcones and Paco Olmos, same starting five as last night, Jordan Glenn, Taylor Fernandez, David Cubijan, Gabriel Giron, and Racid Mahalbasic. Our officials for tonight's game, Roberto Vasquez of Puerto Rico, Julio Anaya of Panama, and Carlos Peralta of Ecuador. We are underway. Nacional with the first possession of the game. Three-pointer falls in. And a good start for Jordan Matthews as he hits his first jumper of the game. The answer at the other end a little too strong. Here comes Matthews. Accelerating past Giron. And they're going to get Giron for the foul. So first foul. It was an obvious foul, but that whistle seemed just a touch late. Maybe it was just because everybody knew it was a foul. As the fans here in Gimnasio Universitario making some noise. Matthews misses his first free throw attempt. He had been 7 of 9 from the strike prior to that. Second free throw falls in. Nacional with an early 4-point lead. Glenn on the handoff. Fernandez, I beg your pardon, that's Cubijan. Gets it back. Maho Basic now. Going around Anderson for the revert. The big Austrian gets his first two of the game. In the first two games of this series, he's had 14 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 13 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Matthews for another 3. That one's short. Beyond the rebound. Glenn. Now Giron. Glenn gets it back, shoots it up over Matthews and good. And we are tied at 4.
That's a nice shot by Glenn. Oh!
A defensive breakdown there leads to the easy bucket for Eric Anderson. Anderson playing without the undershirt tonight. Maho Basic travels. And we're going to keep an eye on Eric Anderson tonight. He's logged a lot of minutes in the quarters, 33 and 42 minutes. At 30 years old. That's just tough to me. But in terms of playing 42 minutes in a basketball game, that's quite a lot. Shot clock down to 5. Costa gives it into Giorgetti. And Giorgetti still down on the floor. I didn't see what happened to him. Now he gets helped up. I'm not sure if he was just hoping for a late Oscar nod. See if we can see what happened. He must have hit his head on the floor because nobody come into contact with his melon.
You gotta teach these guys
Giorgetti
tuck that chip.
He's 66% free throw shooter. He's played heavy minutes in this series, 35 and 33 minutes for him. Drains the free throw, and Nacional now up 5-9-4. Cubion gets it back. Now Glenn. Maho Basic, and he draws the foul on Anderson. Actually, he called it on Acosta before the pass. The first foul on Alejandro Acosta. Fernandez. His pass nearly intercepted by Prieto. Instead, Jordan Glenn hit the 15-footer. Halcones back to within 3. Costa. Giorgetti now Anderson. Matthews. Shot clock down to 6. Fades away from 12 feet. It falls in. A shot by Jordan Matthews. Matthews now with 4. 3 on the way from Cubion. That rolls off. Giorgetti the rebound. Nacional looking to press the early advantage. They've got a 5-point lead. Matthews thought about the 3, but Cubion did not let him have it. Now the long pass intercepted. Bejarano for 3. No. Bejarano sneak into the game. One came out. He's only got 1 foul. Paco almost with a quick hook. Giorgetti. Prieto. Prieto drives outside to Acosta. Thought about the 3, but Maho Basic ran out on him. Took it all the way himself, and Acosta scores. Lead now 7. Lead now 7. Maho Basic working his way in on Anderson. Goes reverse. No. What a foul call, and see who they give that to. I think it's on Anderson.
I thought that was on whoever was helping there, but
yeah, it was. It was on Alejandro Acosta. And that'll be his second, I believe. So again, Acosta in early foul trouble. And Halcones takes time out.
Defense! Come on, man. Hey! On the offense! Offense! They won this game. We need counter flow. We need to change the game. And it's a foul. Offense, run. Where is Jordan? Georgette is here. Where is Jordan? Eyes, he can roll, but not playable. Contact. Hey, understand the timeout. Understand the timeout.
Almost.
You won the pass. Push you. Push the game. Push the game.
Rocco almost animated during that timeout. He's telling his team that Nacional wants this game.
Yeah, had notes for defense and offense.
Yeah, he was concerned about Franco Giorgetti was. So Acosta comes out, Abel Agarbado comes on. He didn't play in the first game. He had 5 minutes in game 2. Maho Basic gets the first free throw. 9 of 11 in the series now, or rather in the tournament, is Maho Basic from the free throw line. Get both free throws to cut the lead down to 5. Nacional trying to make it 2 teams from Uruguay into the Final Four. Trying to join Hebraica Maccabi after their titanic upset of Franca. Prieto draws the foul. That's going to be on Paul Stoll, who's just checked in. Three of our 4 quarterfinals will have gone to 3 games. This has been, and I've done a lot of tournaments for FIBA over the last 9 years. This has been the most exciting.
This is my most exciting one yet as well, Craig.
Andrew, of course, being his first FIBA tournament.
Having seen a fair amount of basketball in general, though, I can also say this has been quite exciting.
Three-pointer is up and good. Jordan Glenn gets Halcones back to within 2. Prieto with the breakaway layup. He's got his first 2, and Nacional back on top by 4. This is my 19th FIBA event. Matthews commits his first foul. He thinks he hit ball.
Kind of preemptively taking him out. They lost him in foul trouble yesterday, and I thought that was a pretty big loss. He was playing well, and then he's been doing great. Oh, no.
They can't have Matthews.
He hurt. Fernandez hurt himself there.
Nacional can't have Matthews and Acosta both in foul trouble. They don't have the bodies at the point to sustain that. And Fernandez comes up hobbling, as you said. And they're going to have to pull him out. Fernandez comes out. David Kubijan comes back on. I didn't see what happened there. I was making a note.
Yeah, he caught the ball in the corner, went to drive, and his first step, he just hit the deck. and was in pain. It's usually not a good sign.
And now a foul away from the bucket. Patricio Prieto. Looks Halcones on the line. And again, there you see Eric Anderson getting his team together. Alejandro Acosta, the captain for Nacional, but Eric Anderson, there is absolutely no question about it. He is the one in charge of this team, at least on the floor. As the first free throw for Bejarano falls in. Bejarano hits both. Miglia, the long three-pointer. No. Rebound tapped off the glass and controlled by Bejarano. Halcones looking for the tie, possibly the lead. Now Basic hands it off. And Patricio Prieto pops it out of there from Bejarano. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Halcones with 6 to shoot. Nice recovery by Prieto after getting shoved away with the off arm by Bejarano.
Yeah, that was
stolen
good hands there to get a hand on that.
And a three-point air ball. Maho Basic catches it. Puts up his own air ball. Now Nacional back the other way. Robato, Giorgetti to Prieto. They leave him alone. He shoots the three and buries it. Patricio Prieto, a 27% three-point shooter, knocks that one down, and he gets Nacional back to 5.
You got to make them respect it, Craig.
Stoll helped up by Gaston Siniglia. Stoll and Agarbato battling under the bucket. I believe they called Stoll on that foul. They did. Anderson now away from the basket on the right side, working on Maho Basic. Gets all the way out, passes it out to Prieto, another three. Maho Basic, nice job on the box out. Get the rebound.
Ooh. That looked like a backcourt violation.
And now Bejarano spinning. Beautiful shot by Daniel Bejarano. And after not playing last night, Bejarano already making an impact here tonight. Beautiful pass from Anderson to Giorgetti. Up on 2 minutes to play first quarter. Nacional by 5. They led by as many as 7. Halcones has not led in the game. Cubican for 3. That missed wide right. Oh, and Anderson maybe got away with one as Maho Basic went to the floor. Now Anderson blocked from behind.
Wow.
After the great ball movement by Nacional. Lynn gets past Prieto and hit the jumper. Actually, that was Glenn. Glenn now with 9, nearly half of the points for Nacional. It's Miglia working on Glenn. Puts up the left-hander, no. Tough shot. Halcones with 1:20 to play first quarter. Looking to get within 1 or perhaps a tie with a three-pointer. It's good. We are tied. Jordan Glenn from way outside. Glenn's got 12, and we're tied at 20. Inside of the minute to play first quarter. Pass from Anderson. He tried to zip it down low. Went out of bounds, and it's going to be Halcones ball.
Jordan Glenn may be performing a certain Enrique Iglesias ballad. We're doing karaoke right now.
Glenn again! First lead of the game for Halcones, 23-20. Swings it left side to Bejarano, or rather Matthews. His shot won't go. And now Halcones.
Bit of a forced shot there by Matthews.
Yeah. Clock at 10. Almost quieting the crowd down. Now here comes Stoll driving on Matthews. Glenn, Camiglia won't give him anything. Very nearly cans a third straight three-pointer, but we go to the second quarter with Halcones on top after trailing by 7 in that first quarter. 10-point swing over the final few minutes of the first quarter, and Halcones, as the Rocky music plays in the background here at Gimnasio Universitario in Xalapa. At the shooting numbers. Both teams 8 of 15 overall. Halcones 3 of 8 from three-point range. Nacional 2 of 6. For Halcones, Bejarano 4 points after not playing in game 2. Jordan Glenn, how about this? 15 points in the first half. 6 of 6 from the floor, including 3 of 3. Three-point range. He's on pace for a Cayo. With 4 points. For Nacional, Franco Giorgetti, 5 points for his fist. Jordan Matthews, 6 points. Alejandro Acosta with 2, but he's picked up 2 fouls already. Eric Anderson, 2 points. Patricio Prieto with 5.
Because it was the last shot of the quarter there, or if they're doing him a favor, but Glenn definitely missed that last second shot, three-pointer in the first.
Yeah, you're right. You are absolutely right. Yeah, they've still got it as 3 of 3 from three-point range.
Yeah, it's very possible that that'll be the first thing that gets updated as soon as the second quarter starts. Or, like I said, since it's kind of a meaningless shot, the statistician doing him a favor of, we'll just say that wasn't. Yeah, he had to shoot it, so I mean, he didn't choose to shoot it, he had to.
They didn't get it off before the clock expired.
Right. Sometimes they'll do that with some of the big stars when they shoot, a half quarter at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, the half court.
That's technically a shot, but they're like, we won't screw up your shooting percentage.
And a lot of times, though, those guys will intentionally shoot it just a moment after the clock expires, so that it doesn't count against the shooting percentage.
I'm shooting everything.
Yeah, but they're not all as good as you.
Well, opposite, actually.
Halcones looking to extend their first lead of the game. Stoll gets it down to Devon Jefferson. Jefferson didn't play in the first quarter. Actually, he must have. They're showing him as having 103 played, and there's only been 33 seconds elapsed. So Jefferson draws the foul on Giorgetti. First foul on the 31-year-old Argentine. Jefferson's first free throw falls in. He's a 59% free throw shooter on the tournament, and he's got Halcones up by 4 with 1 more to come. Second free throw miss, but a lane violation. So he's going to get one more. The second one. And if this is a 1-point win for Halcones, lane violation will come up huge. Matthews forces another one up. And now Halcones looking to stretch their lead to 7 as Omar Cantone very nearly had it tied up, but instead commits the foul. Already held his arm up to acknowledge the foul before that play was even over. Now Cubion for 3. Giorgetti the rebound, and here comes Anderson up the right side. Cantone, now Alvarez. Alvarez nowhere to go. Jacks up a 3 of his own, and that is good! Damian Alvarez. His first 3 points of the game has Nacional back to within 2. Damian Alvarez, a 35% free throw shooter around this tournament. He's hit some big buckets. 3-pointer short, Giorgetti another rebound. Giorgetti's got 6 boards already. He's got 6 of Nacional's 7 rebounds. And now the foul called on Bejarano. His first. Alvarez will go to the free throw line. He's an 86% free throw shooter. You oofed.
Yeah, Bejarano definitely bailed him out there. That's a really tough shot. You don't want to foul on that. You're fading away from the basket and you're fading towards the baseline, so the backboard is going to be in your way. You don't have the backboard to help you. So if you're some basketball theory, if I may, if I'm up above the backboard, so the lane line extended out maybe 45 degrees either direction. If I shoot a little hard, it might hit the backboard and go in. On the sides, that's not going to happen. I mean, rarely. Sometimes you see those weird shots, you're like, how did that hit the backboard and go in? So maybe 2% of the time. But most of the time, you got to get that one right off the rim and in or all net. So just a more difficult shot for sure.
Alvarez hits the second free throw to make it a 1-point game. And every time I look at Damian Alvarez, his stat line or his particulars, I'm shocked that he's 6'4", 193 centimeters. He looks like he's about 6'7", 6'8". I don't know if it's because his uniform's always untucked and he's got that arm sleeve on the left arm, but he looks like he's about 4 inches taller as Cantone commits his second foul. So Devon Jefferson back to the free throw line. He's 2 of 2. Short on that one. And a foul on the rebound. Miglia out near half court. Over to Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Back outside to Anderson. Beg your pardon, that was Jordan Matthews. Never did see who that previous foul was called on Halcones at this end on the previous possession. That three is up and good. Beyond Jaimes, his first 3 points of the game. And now Alvaro Ponce wants timeout. Actually, there does not appear to have been a foul call to tie up that previous possession. Must have just said it went out of bounds. So the lead back to 6 for Halcones. Following the three-pointer by Fabian Jaimes. Inside 7 minutes to play in this second quarter. Jaimes, prior to that three-pointer, was 1 of 11 in this tournament.
And I remember not too long ago in this game, looking at the score, thinking, ooh, Nacional could kind of pull away here. And that did not happen. I think they were up 6 or 8 points.
They were up 7.
Yeah, I was right in there, right in the neighborhood. So 13-point swing for
it's the middle of the first quarter.
Yeah.
Past three on the way from Smiglia. Actually, that was Alvarez. No. Goes out of bounds. Nacional wants the review. Halcones says no need. Halcones looking for their biggest lead of the game. Stoll thought about the three, took it instead. Whipped the pass out over his head. The three-pointer no good. Stole the rebound, but a foul on the rebound by Devon Jefferson as he sends Omar Cantone to the floor. Jefferson saying, but he shoved me first.
Can't wait for the replay on this one.
Whoa. I think Devon Jefferson's got a point. Oh, Devon Jefferson had a point there. Omar Cantone was pushing him and then fell over. And it looked like Jefferson, if you caught the last half of that, you could think that Jefferson
there he gets
foul.
It back.
Yep. Saved in the corner by Acosta. Now he loses it. Oh, and a foul call.
They're calling that a foul? Just call the ball out of bounds on Halcones.
And did they call that on Jefferson? No, they called it on Raul Delgado. That's his first. Three on the way, straight through Alejandro Acosta. Lead back down to 3. 5:40 to play in this second quarter. Beyond for 3. No. Rebound Acosta. Comes Alvarez. Shot was blocked. And stepping on the sideline. Was that Cubion? Did not see.
I believe so, yes.
Yep, sure was. Yeah, clearly his left heel and his right foot were both on that sideline. Hit by the official. Now Nacional here. Costa out to Cantone for 3. No. Cantone had been 4 of 8 from the arc prior to that miss. Cubion to Stoll. And Cubion gets it back. Jefferson. Shot clock at 10. Cubion for 3. Yes! Seems like every time Nacional gets close, Halcones has an answer.
Where's Jordan Glenn? Get him back in the game.
Glenn getting a rest. Got 15 points.
He's ready to go, I promise.
Minutes. We may see him here very shortly. Next substitution. Costa Usamiglia. Around Anderson. Usamiglia, step back three. That's good! First 3 points for Samiglia cuts the lead down to 3. Now Jefferson looking to give it to somebody. Finally gets it to Bejarano. Now Bejarano back over to Cubion. Another 3, another miss. David Cubion, 1 of 6 from 3-point range. Make it 1 of 7 following that miss. Inside 4 minutes to play, second quarter. Again, game 3 of this series. Winner goes to the Final Four. Loser has their BCL America season come to an end. Halcones forced game 3 after a double overtime 105-104 win here last night. Fernandez limping after that shot. We saw him hurt that ankle earlier.
I'm just glad he's back in the game. That's a good sign.
Yeah. Lead back to 5. The 9-year-old Tato Fernandez of Puerto Rico scored 28 points last night in 38 minutes. Now Fernandez for 3, just missed. Rebound, Jaimes. Back to Fernandez. Outside to Maho Basic for 3. That's good! Rashid Maho Basic, just 3 of 12 from the arc prior to that shot. Gives Halcones their biggest lead of the game at 38-30. Nacional and Halcones now looking to extend. Arano, Maho Basic. Clock at 10. Cubion out near the center court logo. Picks up the dribble, down to Maho Basic. Outside to Bejarano for 3. Circled off, rebound tapped. Controlled by Nacional. Costa draws the foul on Fabian Jaimes. Eyes in the back of the head move there. He knew the defender was behind him, so he stopped and drew the foul.
Yeah. That's some veteran moves there for any of the youngsters watching.
Most have thought about the 3. Now Alvarez, he's pleading for the foul.
Fernandez doesn't look like he should be in there right now.
Miglia hit the deck. That led to a 5-on-4 for Halcones, but they're unable to take advantage. Inside 2 minutes to play now, second quarter, Halcones by 8. Certainly manageable at this point, but you don't want to get too much farther down. No, you don't like that magic 10-point mark.
Nope.
Certainly Nacional wants to avoid a double-digit deficit heading into the locker room at halftime.
Yeah. Look at Halcones too, I mentioned, where's Jordan Glenn? He has any fouls? No fouls.
Yeah, he hasn't played since he
100%.
checked out. After.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you've got Fernandez in there who looks like he can barely walk. And I appreciate the heart and tenacity, and he had a heck of a game last night, but I don't know what favor you're doing for me if you're hobbling around out there.
That being said, maybe they're just resting him until. I mean, they've rest an 8-point advantage without him in there. So if you can leave him on your bench and get him a good rest.
Yeah, he definitely still has a towel on his shoulder, so it doesn't look like he's planning to go in anytime soon. I mean, if we're at 2 minutes now, I gotta think you're out for the rest of the half. To each their own. I always wanted to play, there was kind of a flow of the game. I don't want to sit too long because now I've cooled down physically, and that could lead to cooling down, shooting wise.
Yeah, he had 15 in that first quarter. And he came out early in the second, and we have not seen him since.
Yeah, it's a head scratcher for me.
Acosta into the lane, drop pass, intercepted. And Acosta pleading for a foul. I think Nacional would be better served to stop pleading with the officials quite so much. Focus on the fact they're down 8. Oh, beautiful job by FIBA James to leak into the lane and get the easy bucket, and the lead now 10. Giorgetti reverse no, tap no, and a foul called.
Great help originally.
Yeah, there's the foul from behind FIBA James. Giorgetti books the first free throw. Stop to that 7-0 run by Halcones.
Yeah, and back to what you said too, speaking of Jordan Glenn and how they had an 8-point lead, up to 10, now back to 8. That's Halcones. You're doing that with him on the bench, but then I always would ask the question, how much would your lead be if he had scored a few buckets? If you had Fernandez, for example, maybe has missed a couple threes. Maybe Jordan Glenn goes 1 for 2 on that. Now you have an 11-point advantage instead of 8. So I can play what ifs with you if you like.
Oh yeah, no question. Verano misses, and here comes Acosta. And that goes out off of Alejandro Acosta, off the leg. And Acosta didn't like that call. Seems like on every offensive possession for the last 5 minutes, Nacional has barked about the lack of a call. And Acosta still in the ear of the official as Agarbado pulls him away. Acosta was taken out of the game and was still carping at the official.
Uh-oh. Jordan Glenn's back in, and
yes, he is.
Physical with Giorgetti.
Less than a minute to play.
Surprised nothing was called there.
Yeah, that seemed to be some pretty significant contact.
We
They're
continue.
still going at it. There's Glenn. Now Cubian from 18. No. The ball hung on that rim forever, but an offensive rebound by Nacional. Basic. Cubian underneath, and he draws the foul. He got bailed out there, but the foul on Matthews. That'll be his second.
Yeah, Bejarano, he needs to get out of there. His guy's just hanging out. There's not enough space. If Bejarano stays in the corner, there's not enough space between him and Mahal Basic to make any difference. His guy can just sit there and sit in on Mahal Basic and still be able to get out to the 3 if he passes out. He needs to sprint through to the other side of the court. If his man stays and double teams the post, then Mahal Basic just throws a nice little over-the-head pass for a reverse layup for Bejarano. And if Bejarano just clears out and his man follows him, then I believe it was Kubian who, yes, is on the free throw line right now. He has
what's going on here?
Layup.
It looked like somebody was getting Gaston Semiglia, who we know to be sometimes an irritant, was apparently right near Paco Olmos. And the Halcones players started to head over there. And then the Nacional players headed over. And again, Anderson pulling Semiglia out of there. And did they tee him up?
As I say, Semiglia was going to head back over again.
I mean, Semiglia just checked into the game. I'm not entirely certain what happened. I mean, Semiglia had to have checked into the game and gone straight over and started jawing with Paco Olmos or somebody over near the Halcones bench.
I was hoping to see if it might be. Sorry, I was hoping to see if it was something physical, like the jockeying for free throw position or something, and just doing that kind of pokey stuff that Semiglia likes to do. Of, you know, here I'll stand here, but I'll kind of step on your foot or something like that, and then get somebody to throw an elbow, and now we have a problem, right?
And the fans, or the Halcones bench, urging the fans to make some noise. So Kubian's got one more free throw coming. The TikTok is not showing that any fouls were called after all that, any technicals or sportsmanlike or anything. But Kubian hit the second free throw to make it back to a 10-point lead, 42-32. Clock at 10. Here comes Semiglia. Off the glass, no, but a foul called. And Halcones was wanting Semiglia for the offensive foul. Bejarano was saying he led with the off arm. Bostic spurring the fans on. Oh yeah, he threw that elbow into the chest of Bejarano. That's the first free throw. Two fouls on Daniel Bejarano. Semiglia now with 4. Lead is 8 with 7.2 to play in the second quarter. Timeout, Halcones. As they try to advance to the Final Four after dropping the first game of this series. That would be the second Final Four participant. Lose game 1 and then sweep games 2 and 3. Halcones will have done it at home if they do it. Hebraica Maccabi did the opposite. They dropped the first game at home and 1-2 on Franca's home court. Real Escalide with a chance to do that as well. They got pounded by Quimsa by 30 at home. And then took down Kimsa just a little while ago on Kimsa's home court, 95-94. Game 3 of that series will be tomorrow, right back in Santiago del Estero. 10:10 p.m. local time, 9:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight. Alongside Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Fade. I hope you've been enjoying this one. It's been close. Halcones has pulled away a little bit here toward the end of the second quarter. Again, a big welcome into all our viewers in the USA on FanDuel TV and South America on DirecTV and around the rest of the world on the BCL America's YouTube channel. Halcones rolling it up to get a little extra time. And Cubion lost it. Anderson up ahead to Matthews. I don't think he got that off. They said count the bucket. I saw the officials say count the bucket, but I think they're going to have to review this. I do not think, Andrew Hunt, that he got that off.
He should have done the little floater from the free throw line. I believe that was Nacional that did that yesterday. Oh, I would think so. I thought for sure.
Yeah, they are going to review this.
I mean, I guess the half is over regardless.
The teams go to the locker room. Yeah, the half's going to be over regardless. The only thing that is going to change is the score, perhaps the shooting percentages, but I don't think he got that off. What do you think? I mean, just in real time without seeing the replay. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, what's that?
I was going to say one offensive rebound for Halcones, or rather for Nacional, but Halcones only has 3. So not too much of a disparity there. Again, we're waiting for the review. Now they've taken it off the scoreboard, unless they never put it up at 42-34. Our graphics showed it 42-36. Roberto Vasquez, Julio Anaya, and Carlos Peralta review it, and they wipe it off. It did not count. So, hey, I was right. So the half ends with Halcones up 42-34. 8-point lead. Now let's go to the numbers as we roll the highlights. For Halcones, Daniel Bejarano, 4 points. David Cubion, 5 on 1 of 8 shooting. Cubion does have 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Hader Fernandez, after scoring 28 points last night, has just 2, playing on a bum wheel. Jordan Glynn, 15 points, all of those in the first quarter. Glynn also 4 rebounds. Paul Stoll has not scored, has 1 rebound and a pair of assists. Stoll, the hero last night, winning the game in double overtime with darn near a half-court shot. 3.6 to play. Bian Jaimes, 5 points, 3 rebounds. Devon Jefferson, 4. And Rashid Mahalbasit, 7 points, 3 rebounds. For Nacional, Eric Anderson, just 2 points and no rebounds. Maybe the 42 minutes last night has gotten to him, or perhaps he's saving himself for the second half. Greco Giorgetti, 7.7 boards. Jordan Matthews, 6 points. Alejandro Acosta, 5 points, 2 boards, 3 assists. Damian Alvarez, 4 points. Patricio Prieto, 5. Gaston Semiglia, 5. Halcones has a 19-16 rebound advantage. 6 turnovers for Nacional, just 5 for Halcones. Halcones outscores Nacional 19-14 in that second quarter, and that adds up to a 42-34 halftime lead. We are back with second half action live from Gimnasio Universitario in Xalapa. Game 3 between Halcones and Nacional in just a few moments. Welcome back to Gimnasio Universitario in Xalapa, Veracruz, Mexico. Our second game of the night, game 3 between Nacional of Uruguay and Halcones de Xalapa of Mexico. At halftime, Halcones leading 42-34. Alongside Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Feda. It was close until the midway point of the second quarter. Halcones started to pull away. Nacional had a 7-point first quarter lead. Halcones led by as many as 10. The lead stands at 8 now. We had a double overtime win last night for Halcones, 105-104. Forced game 3. And what will this second half hold? Welcome into our viewers in the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL America's YouTube channel. Andrew Hunt, do the statistics give you any tip as to what might happen in the second half?
No, I maybe just consult my 8-ball, my magical 8-ball. Let me see what I dig up
the
here.
first 3-point attempt. Now Prieto from way outside, no good. That's a little outside Prieto's range. So both teams missed from 3 to start off this third quarter. Now Cubion comes up short on the drive. Anderson pulls up from 17, short. Anderson just 2 points after scoring 15 in game 1, 16 in game 2, 15 rebounds, 12 rebounds in the first 2 games. Maybe he just doesn't have anything left in the tank tonight, as Franco Giorgetti has 9 now. Perhaps he's saving himself for the second half, but we are in the second half and his team's trailing, so time for Anderson to perhaps turn it on. Maho Basic with the shot clock winding down from 3, no good. Alejandro Acosta the rebound.
You know, as I look through everything, I'm even into the kind of special stats, not just your box store run-of-the-mill box score, not box store. Hey there, can I get some statistics? No, but points from turnovers, 10-8. Fast break points, 3-8 in favor of Nacional, actually, but they're down. Second chance points, 5-2 in favor of Halcones. Points in the paint, 10-12, not a big difference. And points off the bench, 13-9. So not, nothing there that says, anything too crazy. Nothing that really. What I'm going to assume now is, as I look back to the box score, I feel like essentially Halcones has just gotten up more shots because their percentages are similar.
Basic looking for some help. No look pass to Cubion. Now back outside to Fernandez. And now 3 on the way from Bejarano. No good. Rebound Prieto. And Jordan Matthews under the bucket gets the foul. That's going to be on Tato Fernandez. That's foul number 1 on Fernandez. Didn't see a lot there. But Matthews will go to the free throw line. So Matthews completes the 3-point play. Lead down to 5. Tipped by Anderson out of bounds. It'll stay with Halcones. Beyond to his right, now outside to Fernandez. He launches the tray. Basic the rebound. Another three on the way. That one is good. Jordan Glenn, his first points since the first quarter, and he's got 18.
Greg, I think statistically this is as close as we can get. Let's see if there's any action here. I wish they'd call it timeout so I could talk about my cool statistics.
Well, there you go. There's a dead ball for you at least.
I feel like we could see some action here. I don't want to be yapping.
Let's see if Halcones will oblige. Cubion. Basic back to Cubion. Fernandez back to the corner for Cubion for three. That's good!
Here we
David
go.
Cubion gets Halcones their biggest lead of the game at 11, 50-39. And there's the timeout by Alvaro Ponce.
Yeah, so I started looking at this before those last two threes, which now puts them up 11. Halcones was only up 5 when I was looking at this, and this was right after the free throw by Matthews. So free throws, 8 for 9 versus 8 for 10. Halcones, 8 for 9. Nacional, 8 for 10. Three-pointers, again, before that shot, before those last two shots, we were 6 for 22 for Halcones, 5 for 17 for Nacional. So only one three-pointer made difference, and you see that stat right there, now 8 for 24. And percentage-wise, the 5 for 17 slightly better. 9 for 17 and 8 for 17 for two-pointers in favor of Halcones. And then you had 34 total shots and 39 total shots taken by each team. 17 made for Halcones and 13 made for Nacional. So defensive rebounds at that time, 20 to 20. No big rebounding discrepancy there. So let's look at the turnovers. You know, that could maybe be considered the difference in the game. Only, you know, still 5 turnovers versus 7 turnovers. 7 for Nacional. So Halcones is leading the statistical battle ever so slightly, but it has them an 11-point advantage.
A 11-point lead as Miglia tries to cut it to 8 from 3, but missed. And now here comes Halcones, trying to pull away.
Yeah, it's like they always say, a win is a win. I could lose every statistical category. If I win the game, I don't care. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We had no
Miglia.
rebounds.
Did Semiglia draw that foul? Wow, he did. Foul on Basic. Man, I think Semiglia kind of goaded Basic and then acted his way into drawing that foul. Now Semiglia on the drive gives it up to Giorgetti. Giorgetti double teamed along the baseline outside to Anderson. Semiglia's got it now. Shot clock at 3. Semiglia takes it all the way himself off the window. No, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. That never hit the rim. Semiglia waits to get helped
Tried
up.
to create a foul there.
Yep.
That was
What he did though with the shot clock winding down. Yeah, it really was. Lynn for 3. That's good. Lynn. His second three-pointer of the second half after scoring 15 in the first quarter and none in the second. The lead now 14, but it's cut back down to 11 after the tray by Matthews. Giorgetti and Mahobasic tied up. Foul's going to be on Franco Giorgetti. That'll be his second. Fernandez, his ankle appears to be okay. Cubion gets the shot up over Prieto. And a technical foul call. Let's see what happened. Mahobasic was near the official. Did Stamiglia get under Mahobasic's skin? Matthews will shoot the tee. And it was Pedro Fernandez on the technical foul. Free throw missed by Matthews. I didn't see what happened.
Well, he hit the deck. You said something about his ankle, and then he hit the deck, and I thought, oh no. But I don't know if they thought he, tried to fall to, like, sort of like a flop, and if he was telling the ref, like, no, I hurt my ankle. Like, I can't stand up right now. No.
Down to 11, 55-44. Prieto, the great defensive play. Got it to Samiglia, but he saved it right back. Halcones, and Jordan Glynn knocks that one down. A shot by Samiglia.
He's the guy that will knock him away.
Basic, and a foul on Giorgetti. That'll be his third. Inside 3 minutes to play, third quarter. Halcones looking to put Nacional away. Giorgetti pokes away from Cubion, but Halcones retains possession. Three on the way, short. Matthews, double teamed and a foul called. Is it going to be on Bejarano or Fernandez? It'll be on Bejarano. Paul Stoll checking back in for Halcones. Prieto to Matthews. On the screen by Anderson. Miglia from the corner for three. That rings out. Rebounded by Glenn. Halcones in no hurry, leading by 11. Stoll, fouled by Prieto. No question Prieto committed the foul, but I think Stoll's feet went out from him as a result of moisture on the court, on that logo at center court there. Yes. Lost the tires. But Prieto did commit the foul, and that is his third. Hand off to Cubion. Matthews right in his kitchen. Mahobasic. Ooh. Like he might have taken an extra step in there. That's Miglia. Anderson. Eric Anderson still with just 2 points and 1 rebound. Jordan Matthews misses left side, gets the rebound, and puts the floater back up and in. And I'm just wondering if not so much a function of Anderson being tired as Paco almost saying to Rashid Mahalbasic, you don't stay any farther away from Anderson than about 18 inches.
Yeah, I feel like Anderson had some pretty decent looks, kind of cut to the basket, or that high pick and roll or the handoff that they'll do where he was sprinting to the bucket afterward. And you're right, if Mahalbasic stays nearby, they're going to prevent those buckets.
Anderson's only taken 3 shots this entire game. Now a foul on the drive by Giorgetti. Foul on Jordan Glenn. Giorgetti hit the first free throw. And he cuts it to 7. Halcones led by 14 points earlier this quarter. You get a stop here, maybe get a bucket. Go into the fourth quarter trailing by 5. Three-pointer short. Anderson, the flat-footed rebound. There's your stop. Miglia with some juice heading
Push it
into the paint.
You got a 5-on-4 right now.
Yeah.
There you go.
And Anderson, yeah, he tried to commit that foul there. It seemed like the whistle was late. Now Jordan Glenn and Paul Stoll, teammates.
Stoll wants Glenn to get down the court, and Glenn is saying, I'm open right here. Hit me for 3.
Jordan Glenn with 23 points on 5 of 5 shooting from three-point range. I think I give it to him.
Right. I was going to say, normally I would disagree with Glenn.
Yeah.
Right now, I'd say, yeah, go ahead and shoot that one. Worth more.
Stoll hits both free throws. We get the lead back to 9. And that's a 4-point swing right there. Halcones got the stop. They had a chance to cut it to 5. Miglia missed the layup. They had the 5-on-4. Anderson commits the foul, and Stoll knocks down both free throws. Prieto to Alvarez. Now Giorgetti. Miglia, shot clock at 7. Miglia. Right-hand floater, no. That's 3 times that Stamiglia has gone to the rack. Ended up on the floor, throwing up a wild layup attempt. And Devon Jefferson missing as the third quarter comes to an end with Halcones on top by the score of 59-50. Defensive battle in this one. Halcones outscores Nacional in that third quarter, 17-16. As we look at the shooting numbers, both teams about even in just about every statistical category. Halcones, better free throw shooting percentage, but the same amount of free throws shot. 29 rebounds for Halcones, 26 for Nacional. 7 turnovers for Halcones, 8 for Nacional. Both teams taking pretty good care of the ball. For Halcones, David Gibeon, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Jordan Glenn, 23 points, 8 boards. Vivian Jaimes, 5 points, 3 boards. Devon Jefferson, 4. Paul Stoll, 2. Daniel Bejarano, 4 points, 4 boards. Pedro Fernandez, 2 points. He's been quiet tonight on that bum wheel. after putting up 28 last night. Gabriel Garron has not scored. He's only played 2 minutes and 5 seconds, and he has not been back. I think it was Garron last night that had that groin injury. Maybe that's acting up on him tonight. So Steve Mahobasic, 9 points, 5 rebounds. For Nacional, Damian Alvarez, 4 points. Eric Anderson, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Franco Giorgetti, 11 and 8. Patricio Prieto, 5 points. Gaston Semiglia, 9. Alejandro Acosta, 5. And Jordan Matthews, 14 points, 4 rebounds. And Andrew Hunt, if you are Alvaro Ponce, what can you do to try to shake Eric Anderson loose from the clutches of Rasheed Mahobasic?
I don't know if he's the guy that I'm getting. That guy right there, Giorgetti, is who I'm probably getting scoring from. Anderson to me is a more a guy they go through him for their offense. He's catching the ball top, setting screens. He's more of a guy rolling to the basket, or when somebody else's man helps, he's getting those cleanup baskets or second chance shots where he gets a rebound and goes in there in the post.
Jordan Matthews with 14 points for Nacional, starting the fourth quarter on the bench. On the floor for Nacional, Acosta, Alvarez, Anderson, Giorgetti, and Semiglia. On for Halcones, Bejarano, Fernandez, Jaimes, Jefferson, and Stoll. Fernandez, the only starter on the floor for Paco Olmos. Clock clock down to 2. Acosta, the floater won't go. Rebound tipped and controlled by Fernandez. Seems to be.
Yeah, I think Semiglia is probably going to
struggling on that leg again.
Too.
Yeah, he's taking it to the hole, but they just haven't been great shots. Jefferson. Oh, and he's bailed out by a foul call with 1 second left on the shot clock. He had absolutely nothing going.
Yeah, if he doesn't take that dribble, if he just catches and faces up, Stoll is wide open in the corner. You throw him a nice inside-outside pass, that's a good-looking shot.
And that foul was on Franco Giorgetti, and that was his 4th. Stoll over to Fernandez, and I thought they called a block on Semiglia, but did they call an offensive foul on Fernandez? And now Stoll animated with Fernandez. Semiglia slipped on the floor.
I didn't see a foul there. That was a foul.
Yeah, that perhaps a frustration foul on Fernandez. So Fernandez now 3 fouls, and Paco almost with a pat on the head of Fernandez. Alvarez, high left side, gets it to Anderson. Anderson guarded by Jefferson. Now Semiglia for 3. That's good! A minute and a half elapsed in this fourth quarter before somebody scores a bucket. And it's a Gaston Semiglia 3 to cut the lead down to 6. And now a whistle away from the ball as Alvarez and Cubillan, or beg your pardon, Alvarez and Bejarano were going at it. A foul on Alvarez. That's his first. Jefferson working on Anderson. Anderson couldn't do much with Devon Jefferson, and he's got 6.
That was smooth. Here's the fourth quarter fouling I talked about. It's equal parts to me folks that are tired and fouling, like the defensive foul we saw of Fernandez. He got a screen. He wasn't going to get through, so he just chucked the elbow in there. But then also you get some of these, you know, acting gigs that I think result in fouls.
Well, there's another one. That one on Fabian Jaimes. That'll be his third. The previous foul was on Paul Stoll. That was his third. Franco Giorgetti really the only one in true foul trouble with 4, and he's staying on the floor. And now a turnover by Halcones. Bejarano gets it out to Jefferson. Stoll for 3. That's good! The lead back to 9 on the three-pointer by Paul Stoll. A little bit closer to the one he hit in double overtime last night to win the game. Alvarez on the drive. The floater, no. And now can Halcones put Nacional away? Oh, they can't. No. At least got on that possession. Giorgetti's layup misses. But Halcones retains possession, and now a foul as Semiglia trips his way through traffic, and Bejarano can't believe it. And it wasn't me, it was him. That would be the 4th foul on Bejarano. Oh, from that angle. Oh, I didn't see anything.
Did you see anything?
I didn't. I just saw Semiglia trip.
I just talked about it.
Yep. Semiglia to the free throw line. He's an 86% free throw shooter on the tournament. 2 of 2 tonight. And Halcones already in the penalty with 7 minutes and 8 seconds to play in the game. Nearly now with 13, hitting that first free throw. Second one is up and good, and the lead down to 9. Crowd cheers as Semiglia whistled for the foul. That's his first. 3rd team foul on Nacional. Jefferson, he's got it guarded by Anderson. And again, Jefferson just takes it right to the rack and draws the foul on Anderson. Man, if you're going to commit that foul and you let him just walk to the rim like that, you better stop him from even getting the shot up.
This is a Jefferson I don't know that we see very often.
He's got 8 points, 3 assists, 3 of 4 shooting. He's 2 of 3 from the line as he tries to complete the 3-point play here, and does. And lead back to 12. Nacional had it cut down to 6. Costa, Anderson, and a block. Yeah, I think he was inside that semicircle there. And that'll be the 4th foul on Paul Stoll. And that's a big break because I think Eric Anderson just bowled Paul Stoll over. He ran under him. Regardless of where Stoll was, foul on Stoll.
Yeah, Stoll was outside of the semicircle, but obviously you can see in that replay move, he set up for the charge, wasn't in the right position, so he slid over to his right a little bit.
Anderson hits the first free throw. That's just his 4th point. I beg your pardon, his 3rd. Jefferson the rebound after the miss.
Good foul.
Yeah. 6.5 minutes to play, 4th quarter. Stoll still in the game with 4 fouls. Now the floater missed by Jaimes, back tapped and tapped out of bounds. It'll be Nacional ball.
Nacional, you'd really like to
10
get
to
this
play.
under 10.
Yeah. Acosta, the open three. Flash! Alejandro Acosta hits from long range. Gets the lead down to 8. Jaimes to Jefferson, back to Jaimes in the paint. Good shot, good. Acosta, poked away from behind. Goal giving it up, 3 on the way from Bejarano, that's good!
He's
Lead is
taking his
13,
deity for
and
that one.
Nacional needs timeout. After not playing last night, Daniel Bejarano buries a three-pointer to give his team a 13-point lead. Bejarano now with 7 points. That was his first three-pointer. He had been 0 for 5 prior to that. Listen into Alvaro Ponce.
Abierto, Franco, y abierto Gastón. ¿Va? Vale, ya venís. Bien. Take turn and go. You don't have the high low, you can either all keep with skill or swing it in front. Swing is something else. Sol, ellos están, vean el full suave. Ataquen el área.
Now, I had started to say before they cut the lead down below 10 was that Nacional would probably like to hit the 5-minute mark down less than 10. Well, now Halcones has extended this back to the 13, so we'll see if they can get 4 points off of there in the next 30 seconds.
And they're at the end of that huddle. You heard an assistant coach talking about 4 fouls. I'm not sure if he was saying we have 14 fouls or he was reminding Giorgetti that he has 4 fouls, or that he was pointing out that Paul Stoll and or Fabian Jaimes have 4 fouls. Tater Fernandez also with 4 fouls. So, 4 faltas. Did not hear the context surrounding the rest of that.
I think Fernandez is done for the evening.
I don't know about that.
I'm honestly
Jordan
surprised
Matthews
he
back.
played after his injury.
Jordan Matthews back into the game for Nacional. He hits both free throws. He's got 15. Lead down to 11. Cubillan. The floater from 10 feet, well short. He draws the foul. And if that's on Matthews, that'll be his 3rd. Matthews was behind Cubillan on that.
I think I feel his pain.
First free throw good by Cubillan.
Time for me to ask the question again. Where's Jordan Glenn?
Well, with a 13-point lead, maybe they're getting him a rest for crunch time. That three-pointer up and good by Jordan Matthews. He's got 19 and the lead down to 10. Stoll. Outside to Cubillan. Shot clock at 10. Cubillan Feeds Jefferson. Jefferson bumps Anderson out of the way.
Big
Goes up
body.
the prayer and gets it to fall in.
Ooh, interesting.
The officials are going to talk it over. Are they going to get a review here? I was making a note in my book, didn't see what happened. And they are going to review it.
What had happened, well, you may see on the replay here, as Nacional brought the ball up, the player dribbling, and I didn't catch who it was, but they seem to have lost the ball. It seems like Halcones may have tipped it, and the ball went out of bounds. So, of course, the debate was who was the last one to touch it. Here we go.
There's a Costa. Oh, Stoll never touched that ball.
Yeah,
I don't think Stoll ever touched that ball.
Well, the physics seem like Stoll is coming towards us with his hand, so why the ball would go the opposite direction?
Oh, he was nowhere near that ball. Yeah, Costa lost
Costa
that before Stoll ever got his hand closed. It's going to be Halcones' ball.
Costa was doing a little in and out dribble there, and just the ball didn't pop back up to his hand. You could tell he was like, "Where's the ball?"
That's why I always kept my head down when I dribbled.
Yeah, it was.
Why I was
That's the
never very
worst
good
is
at
when you're
basketball.
dribbling. When you're dribbling and the ball,
Yeah,
you go between legs, behind the back, and the ball doesn't come to your hand. You're like, wait a minute, should have been
you
here.
hit a dead spot or something. Oh, Jaimes misses from in close, but Halcones the offensive rebound. A huge offensive rebound there. Now Stoll. Bejarano for three. That's good! Perhaps the dagger that will send Halcones into the Final Four. The lead is 15. Biggest lead of the game. Bejarano now with 10 points. Matthews hammered to the floor by Jefferson. Jefferson helps him up. Matthews knows that was just a good hard foul. Matthews to the free throw line. Matthews has 19 points. He's 4 of 6 from the stripe. In this game, make it 5 of 7. Matthews hits them both, and he's got 20. And time is not on the side of Nacional. Stoll. Bejarano, now Jefferson. Eric Anderson out of the game for Halcones.
This is
another 30 minutes
scenario
tonight, but only 3 points. And he's just got to be gassed.
This is that scenario I mentioned the other night in my basketball theory with just over 3 minutes left and this kind of a lead. 13 points, it would appear, by my math.
I know where you're going with this.
Just let the clock run out. Just don't even shoot. Get the ball in half court. Keep some guys, up above the three. Don't turn the ball over. Shot clock goes off. We get back. It's very exciting basketball. Crowd favorite, I'm sure. They would love it.
Jefferson short on the second free throw. And it appears that Nacional has just run out of steam. Miglia, shot blocked by Jefferson.
Give Jefferson a three. Let him shoot. Here we go.
There he is
Throw
out
it up
down
there,
the
big
arc.
fella. Sauce him up a little bit first.
Back in. Oh, look at that. Devon Jefferson having himself a game. He's got 14 points and 4 assists. Now Giorgetti the reverse.
That's Jefferson after that bucket. That face you make when you can't quite make out what the smell is, but it's not quite pleasant. That face you make right there, the stank face. That's what Jefferson did on that last bucket. And I bet he gave him a little
Knee mugging. Stole the kick out.
Yeah.
Bejarano for 3. Inside 2 minutes to play. Desperation time for Nacional. They've got to start chucking it. Prieto to Anderson from 18. No good. Rebound Bejarano. Now Halcones can just walk it up. Coming up on 90 seconds to play.
Everybody knows what time it is.
Goes up and drains it.
This is going
16-point lead. Cubayan with 17. Matthews for 3, and that is good. Timeout taken by Halcones as Jefferson hits down to the delight of the crowd and his teammates. Jefferson, the MVP of this game, possibly. Jordan Glenn has 23, but he had most of those in the first quarter. Who was it in crunch time? It was Devon Jefferson as Maho Basit scores from 18. And he says, come on. And the party is on in Xalapa. They can taste the Final Four. A 15-point lead with inside of a minute to play.
Maho Basit pointed to Jefferson. He says, yeah, that's you. That's you right there. I'm doing you.
Absolute rejection. The faces the Nacional players during that timeout. How about that block by Devon Jefferson? Matthews from way outside for 3, no. Prieto gets the rebound. Matthews again, short. .35 seconds to play. Halcones just running clock. Ball stolen by Prieto. Giorgetti with the layup. Shot clock off. Game clock down to 23. Giorgetti still playing. Ooh, and they just got it over. They just got it over. And Prieto committing the foul there. But unnecessary at this point. With 5.1 to play. Fans in Gimnasio Universitario in Xalapa. waiting to explode with 5.1 to play. After losing game one of this series by 79-78. A miracle win last night in double overtime. Nacional led 104-102, but Paul Stoll from near half court drained a three-point jumper with 3.6 seconds to play in the second overtime to give Halcones the impossible win and the chance to fight another day. And they take advantage of it. As the clock down to 3, 2, and 1, Stamiglia's basket will count. But ultimately, it will not matter. As Halcones are on to the Final Four. 88-75 win over Nacional. Nacional led by 7 in the first quarter. But after that, it was all Halcones on their home floor. The teams congratulating each other on a very hard-fought, very well-played series. And so 3 of the Final Four teams are set. Halcones de Xalapa, Flamengo, and Hebraica Maccabi. One more game to come tomorrow night, and that will be Quimsa against Real Estelí. After Estelí upset Quimsa tonight, 95-94. That game tomorrow night, 10:10 p.m. local time, 9:10 p.m. Eastern. For Halcones, David Cubillan, 19.5 boards, 5 assists. Jordan Glenn, 23 points on 9 of 10 shooting. 18 of those were in the first quarter. He also had 9 rebounds. Fabian Jaimes, 7.7 boards. Rashid Mahalbasit, 11 points, 5 rebounds. Maybe he gets the MVP for bottling up Eric Anderson. Paul Stoll, 5 points, 5 dimes. Daniel Bejarano, after not playing last night, 7 points, 5 rebounds. Data Fernandez, 2 points. Devon Jefferson, for my money, the MVP in this game for Halcones, 14 points, 5 of 6 shooting, 4 assists. For Nacional, 3 points for Eric Anderson, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. And I think in addition to being handcuffed by Rashid Mahalbasit, he just flat ran out of gas. He played his ever-living guts out in this series. Franco Giorgetti, 15 points, 8 rebounds. Jordan Matthews, 24 points in his second game with Nacional. But he will not have a third game. 5 rebounds also for Matthews. Patricio Prieto, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Eston Stamiglia, 16 points, 3 dimes. Alejandro Acosta, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Damian Alvarez, 4 points to round out the scoring for Nacional. Andrew Hunt, what was the difference in this game for Halcones?
Well, it was more than 1 point, and I said at the beginning of the game that it would be, and I was correct. And I'd also like to point out that I said that this was a team that could come back from 1 down and win the game. But no, in all seriousness,
you did absolutely say they could come back from 1 down.
Right, and they proved me right emphatically here this evening. Jefferson going back to his old form and playing a heck of a game. And then the question I kept asking was, where's Jordan Glenn? In limited minutes, high efficiency in this game. Let's see here, 23 points in only 23 minutes. If you're scoring a point a minute, that's pretty darn good.
Not to mention his 9 rebounds. His efficiency in this game was a bonkers 30.
Maybe that's why they were keeping him out. They wanted him to be super efficient.
So Halcones prevents 2 teams from Uruguay from being in the Final Four this year. But again, 1 game left in the series between Quimsa and Real Estelí. 1 game left in the quarters tomorrow night. We will bring that one to you live from Santiago del Estero. For my partner, Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Feta saying, I hope you enjoyed watching this one as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Thanks for watching, and so long for now.